Hi everyone, my name is Joe and I'm a theologian who loves movies and television and music and all things pop culture. I like seeing how these things intersect with theology. If you like the content of this video, consider hitting the like and subscribe buttons down below. And remember, this is a Theo Bro free zone. We're not interested in trolling or debating or arguing, just in conversation. So today I'd like to discuss a scene from the TV show Fleabag, which if you haven't seen that show yet, by all means check it out. It's hilarious. It's a show about this hot mess named Fleabag, played brilliantly by Phoebe Waller-Bridge. The show touches on feminism and sexuality and dating and family life. It's amazing. So here's a scene where Fleabag meets Belinda, a businesswoman who's just won an award for women in business. Check it out.
God, women's awards.
Congratulations.
Oh, it's infantilizing bollocks.
Wait, don't you think it's good that...
No, it's ghettoizing. It's a subsection of success. That's a fucking children's table of awards.
Why did you go?
Because I'd be an arsehole not to. This for it? Thank you, darling. Gosh, she's hot.
Yeah.
Oh, you're a lesbian?
Not strictly. You?
Do you like old films?
Some.
And what's your favourite period film?
Carrie.
God, you are a tonic. What do? Are you a woman in business?
I run a cafe.
Oh, good for you. And did you make the canapes?
No, actually, I stole them. How old are you?
58. And you?
33.
Oh, well, don't worry, it does get better.
You promise?
I promise. Listen, I was in an aeroplane the other day, and I realised, well, I've been longing to say this out loud, so... Women are born with pain built in. It's our physical destiny. Period pains, sore boobs, childbirth, you know. We carry it within ourselves throughout our lives. Men don't. They have to seek it out. They invent all these gods and demons and things so they can feel guilty about things, which is something we do very well on our own. And then they create wars so they can feel things and touch each other. And when there aren't any wars, they can play rugby. And we have it all going on in here, inside. We have pain on a cycle for years and years and years. And then, just when you feel you are making peace with it all, what happens? The menopause comes. The fucking menopause comes. And it is the most wonderful fucking thing in the world. And yes, your entire pelvic floor crumbles and you get fucking hot and no one cares. But then you're free. No longer a slave, no longer a machine with parts. You're just a person in business.
I was told it was horrendous.
It is horrendous, but then it's magnificent. Something to look forward to. You better get back to that party.
Your party?
It is not a party until someone flirts with you, and that's the only really shit thing about getting older, is that people don't flirt with you anymore. Not really, not with danger. I miss walking into a room and not knowing, and there's a sort of energy, a dare. And do not take that for granted. There is nothing more exciting than a room full of people.
Yeah, except most people are...
What?
shit.
Look at me. Listen. People are all we've got. People are all we've got. So grab the night by its nipples and go and flirt with someone. No, that's not what I meant. Oh, I wish you were my type. You know, take this tart back to my party and go and find someone to actually do that with.
I want to do it with you.
No.
Why not?
Honestly?
Yeah.
Can't be arsed, darling. I'm going to go back to my room and have one more martini. And if you need anything, call me. Anything. You can have whoever you want at your age.
Except the best woman in business.
Well, that's just because she's exhausted.
33 isn't exactly...
And what had Jesus done by 33?
Died.
Exactly, so get out there and flirt.
In theologian Sandra Schneider's article, The Effect of Women's Experience on Their Spirituality, she says that when women reflect on their own experiences, they realize that it has been undervalued and impoverished by the historical masculinizing of all experience. In other words, women have been taught to see the masculine experience as somehow the norm. Here Schneider's is talking about religious experience, but I think it applies wonderfully to what we saw in the Fleabag clip. Schneider's goes on to say that the silver lining of this is that women in particular are much better able to self-integrate on a Jungian level more so than men, since men are taught to fear the feminine, whereas women are taught to recognize the masculine. She says, quote, "Not only do women have a variety and depth of interpersonal experience often lacking to men that well fits them, but many women also have a much more whole, that is, both masculine and feminine approach to spiritual experience." That line where Belinda tells Fleabag that women have things built into them that men have to seek out reminded me of that. Men, in their lack, need to appropriate experiences to get them to feel, whereas women don't have to do this extra step. In addition, I love when Belinda challenges Fleabag's cynicism that people suck. I often hear that a lot. I know I think that myself sometimes, people suck. But Belinda's response is brilliant. People is what we've got. It's who we are. It's what gets us through. So what do y'all think about any of this? I'd love to hear, especially from the women watching. Thanks for joining. See you next time.